How far did your in-laws go to force a name on your child? My husband's family insisted our daughter be named Celestine after his grandmother. Problem was, I'm a teacher, and I'd had a student named Celestine who made my life absolute hell for 2 years straight. This kid had thrown scissors at me during art class, called CPS claiming I hit her with a ruler, started a rumor I was having an affair with the principal, and even hacked into my email to send inappropriate messages to parents. She nearly destroyed my career and my marriage before finally transferring schools. The name Celestine gave me literal panic attacks. Just hearing it brought back memories of that little sociopath smirking at me while security cameras mysteriously malfunctioned during her worst episodes. When I explained this to my mother-in-law, she actually laughed. Don't be ridiculous, Sarah. It's just a coincidence. You can't let one bad child ruin a beautiful family name. But I couldn't shake the memories. Every time someone mentioned Celestine, I'd picture that kid's dead eyes and calculating smile. My therapist said it was trauma, that I needed to protect my mental health. We decided on Emma instead. Simple, sweet, perfect. My husband agreed it was better to start fresh. The day our daughter was born, everything went wrong. My labor lasted 18 hours. I was exhausted, pumped full of pain medication, barely coherent. My mother-in-law had insisted on being in the delivery room to help. When the nurse came in with the birth certificate paperwork, my husband had stepped out to get coffee. I was drifting in and out of consciousness when I heard my mother-in-law's voice, clear and authoritative. The baby's name is Celestine Marie Thompson. I tried to lift my head, tried to speak, but the words came out as a whisper. No, Emma. The nurse looked confused, glancing between me and my mother-in-law. I'm sorry, who's the mother here? My mother-in-law moved closer to my bed, her voice suddenly syrupy sweet. She's just tired from the delivery. We discussed this months ago. It's definitely Celestine, after my dear mother. I was hooked up to IVs, weak from delivery, my vision blurry. I watched in horror as she reached for the clipboard and started filling out the birth certificate herself, her handwriting confident and decisive. Wait! I managed to croak out, but she was already writing Celestine in permanent black ink. Shh, sweetheart, she cooed, patting my hand. You're making a mistake. Family tradition comes first. This is what's best for everyone. That's when my husband walked back in, coffee in hand, looking confused. What's happening? Why does mom have the paperwork? His mother smiled triumphantly, holding up the completed form. I helped finish this while you were gone. Poor Sarah was too exhausted to think straight. My husband looked at the name and frowned. But we decided on Emma, remember? Oh, that was just pregnancy hormones talking. His mom waved dismissively. Now that the baby's here, we need to honor family. Your grandmother would roll over in her grave if we didn't use her name. That's when it hit me. She'd been planning this exact scenario all along. She knew I'd be vulnerable right after delivery, knew my husband would leave at some point, knew I'd be too weak to fight back effectively. The nurse was still standing there awkwardly. I really need confirmation from the actual mother. I told you, my mother-in-law snapped. She agreed to Celestine months ago. Show her the ultrasound pictures. We've been calling the baby Celestine this whole time. It was a complete lie, but I could barely form words. My husband looked torn between supporting his wife and avoiding conflict with his mother. Just, let's figure this out later, he said weakly. Later? His mom's voice got sharp. The paperwork needs to be filed today. Do you want your daughter to be a Jane Doe? The nurse reluctantly took the form. My heart broke as I watched her walk away with my daughter's wrong name written in permanent ink. It took 3 weeks, a lawyer, 2 notarized affidavits, and $800 to legally change our daughter's name to Emma. The whole time, my mother-in-law acted like we were being dramatic, but here's the kicker. At every family gathering, she still calls her Celestine. She bought her Christmas presents with Celestine embroidered on them. She tells people at church that we're going through a phase with the name Emma. Last month, she even tried to enroll her in swimming lessons under the name Celestine, using an old copy of the original birth certificate she'd somehow kept. My daughter is 3 now, and she started asking why grandma calls her by a different name than everyone else.